Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, my name is Shantel and this is Bookmas Day 9. So it's technically Day 8 because it's Monday the 8th, but I am doing basically a 24-hour readathon, so to speak. So I will be posting this tomorrow, which will be Day 9. So yeah, I just got done with work. It's currently 1:27 in the afternoon, so I'm gonna go inside, probably eat something, and then start reading around 2 p.m. I do have to go to bed around like 7:30 tonight, but I have pretty much all day tomorrow after I finish work in the morning to read. I get done at 10:30, and then I don't have to be back in to do clean play until 9:30 at night. So I have all day to sit with a good book and read. And I think it's supposed to snow, so we'll be doing really good. I'm gonna go in and look through my book options. I'm kind of feeling something cozy, maybe something little like either fall or winter. It's super snowy outside, as you can see. Yeah, I just need something heartfelt. Sometimes you just want that, you know? Okay, so I finished Date Night in December. I'm giving it 3 stars. I kind of feel like it was a little rushed in the end. Although I did get a little teary-eyed at the last in the epilogue, I will say I did get a little teary-eyed, but I don't know. Maybe I had too many expectations on this book, which is probably so valid. But I will say, if I want to like compare it, I probably shouldn't. But if I want to compare it to like "You Deserve Each Other" by Sarah Hogel, this book felt um, a little rushed, a little bit too much like, okay, yeah, I've already forgiven him like 3 chapters in, and the whole point of the book is I kind of want to divorce my husband, but he's like working for it. She didn't really make him work for it, and yeah, like he was about her husband at the end of the day, at the end, but like I wish there was a little bit more angst. I kind of was expecting that from what the back blurb said, and we don't really get that. So it's kind of disappointing, but it was still really sweet. Um, yeah. So 3 stars. It was good. There's not how much more I will say about it besides that. I just was slightly disappointed, but it still was a good book. And then I picked up The Gingerbread Bakery by Lori Gilmore. Okay, this book is actually surprising me. I'm 100 pages in directly, and so far it's surprising me in the sense of I'm not hating it. I did not like the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. It was really, really bad, and I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that. There was multiple people that read their reviews where they were like, "Has she fallen off the deep end? Did her ghostwriter die? Is it AI?" That kind of thing, where it's like, okay, we're back to where we started in the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. Because that story was so cute and so sweet, and I just loved that book. And then this one, I was like, what happened? Or in the Strawberry Patch house, I was like, what happened? But this one is really sweet so far. So I'm enjoying it. I'm basically like 27% or something along the ways. It's like 358 pages. So yeah, I'm liking it. It's not awful. It is pretty cute. I'm um, kind of getting for the feel of the characters. I feel like we've seen these characters in other books so much that I kind of feel like I already know them a little bit. But seeing it from their perspectives, like their actual POVs, is very nice. So very nice. Um, yeah, I do have to go to bed probably in the next like 45 minutes, and I need to edit today's Monday's Bookmas video. So I probably won't read a whole lot more tonight, but I did read basically like over 200 pages today. So I count that as a win. So I am gonna call it a night probably, and I won't talk to you until tomorrow morning unless something drastic pops up, and I just had to tell you right now. Hey guys, so it is currently Tuesday. It's around 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm done with work. I'm about to eat some lunch, and then we're going to do some reading. I am 100 pages into the Gingerbread Bakery, as I said, although I'm not really feeling that book right now. I kind of want to continue on. There's Something About Mary by Cody Hall. I'm just kind of in the mood for that. So I'm going to eat, and then let's get into reading. Okay, so it's currently 7:50 p.m. I actually don't have to go in and do clean play today because it is snowing so heavily that my shift manager was like, yeah, let's wait until do it tomorrow because we're supposed to get like 8 inches of snow, and we wanted to be safe driving home around midnight. So we're just going to wait until tomorrow. So I did get a little bit more reading done than I was expecting, so that's good. I'm just over 200 pages, so I'm like 51% of the way through. I have mixed feelings about this one. Let's start off with what I really, really like. I really, really like Jace, which is the male main character Clark's son. He's 7. He's super cute. I feel like he's written pretty realistically for a 7-year-old, and I really like his relationship with all of the other characters. I think Cody Hall has done a really good job of that. And I really, really like the puppy aspect of the book. That was really cute. Her name's Daisy. That was really sweet. And I like that Clark has flaws. I wish Mary had a little bit more flaws. She's a little too perfect. But I like that Clark has flaws, and then that's shown in how he's battling with his insecurity and his worldview, basically, of life and parenting and love and all those things. So I appreciate that about this book. Now, I'm just gonna say it once. I don't like her Mary's side business. If you know, you know. I'm gonna say it. I think it's incredibly immature, and I know it's a real thing on like Etsy and stuff. But I'm like, side eye. That is so cringe. I'm sorry. It's so cringe. I don't like how Mary brought all of her friends to what was supposed to be a first date, and then she basically makes Clark have to grovel at her feet for being intimidated. I felt like that was kind of her fault, actually. Like, he shouldn't have reacted fully how he did, yes, but also, girl, you brought like 10 people to your first date. That's weird. And don't give me the excuse of, well, in safety, it's the internet, blah, blah, blah. You're in a crowded bar in a town of like 1,000 people where everyone knows everyone. Okay? Like, you could have had someone you know there. You or brought 1 or 2 friends. You brought like literally like 10 people to this bar. And then you were like, how could you think that I was setting him up to make fun of him? Girl, you brought your whole high school entourage that have been best friends with you, and he felt like an outsider. I'm glad there was a few reviews on Goodreads that agreed with me on that, because I felt like I was going crazy. So yeah, I'm kind of like at a weird crossroads where I'm not necessarily really loving this book, but I am 200 pages in, so I don't want to stop it either. So I think I'm just going to persevere. But I'm going to pause that one right now, and I'm going to pick up The Gingerbread Bakery by Laura Gilmore and read a little bit more of that. So I will update you when I have more news, basically, about that book. So I'm DNFing this book. I just can't believe that in our year of 2025 that we are writing books that have partners hitting, yes, you heard me, slapping another person and romanticizing it, might I add, and then also having no apology or whatsoever, even thinking maybe she would hit him again because Annie hits Mac. Can authors please stop that trope? And screenwriters and everybody, because violence against any gender is not okay, and it's not cute, and it's not quirky, and it's not funny, and it's really, really gross. And I'm DNFing this book, and I will never, ever read Lori Gilmore ever again, because it is that serious, because any kind of domestic violence or violence against another person is never okay. And I am just shocked that all the 5-star reviews, and they never mentioned that. Like, did we just gloss over that she was physically violent towards another person? And as is a little bit of a spoiler, I put spoiler warnings up, but I cannot get behind an author who would put that in their books and then have the person that was basically the victim say that he deserved it. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. And I know I'm kind of ending this video on like a weird note, but I'm just appalled that this book is so beloved when it has that in it and that it's romanticized in a way. I just can't believe that. I'm so disappointed. And yeah, she's definitely going into my authors I will be saying goodbye to video that I'll post soon. I just, wow, that was so disappointing. That was so disappointing. I am just a little flustered now. Another thing is I just cannot get behind how even outside of her literally slapping him across the face and then him being like, maybe I do it again, and him being like, oh, even besides all of that and stuff, they were incredibly toxic. And the whole, he broke his promise from 10 years ago. You're in your 30s, girl. This happened when you were 19 years old. Grow up. You keep on talking about how mature you are and how well put together you are and all this stuff. You're holding on to a grudge for a fling that you had like 10, 11 years ago when you were 19 that lasted 1 month or less than a month. Am I the only one who is just seeing reality? I understand it's a romance book and that some of the tropes might not be realistic. I get that. I love a romantasy. I love a romance book. I love the, the yearning and the Mr. Darcy and the comedy that would never really happen in real life, and the groveling and the big gestures. I love all of that. I love the whole, nod to old fashioned romances and stuff, and I love all that stuff. But let's not insult the consumer by putting stuff like that in our books and glorifying it and thinking that it's funny or cute or justified. And I don't know. I see people being like, oh, I support women's rights and wrongs. That is such a weird mindset. Because when you're I'm sorry, I'm going back to this again because I just can't. When you put that, when you say that, you're supporting violence against people. I saw multiple comments like that, and I just can't believe that as, like, I don't know, my mind is blown. Anyway, all that to say is we only finished one book basically, in this reading vlog, even though it was kind of like a 24-hour reading vlog, if you will. But yeah, so read one, read half of the other one, and then DNF'd one. Like, I don't know, I was pretty close to the ending at that point, but yeah, I couldn't do it too that much anymore. I literally read that and was like, nope, not for me. I cannot support that. That is disgusting. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of crazy, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment down below, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.